Keyshawn Davis, man. I mean, I was on live earlier and I said, listen, you're going to 140. You should see my man Jamaine Ortiz. What you think? You think I'm right on the target there? Like, talk to me.
Well, first off, what I think about the situation, again, coming that much more overweight, he didn't look drained. He didn't look like he wanted to make weight. Uh, so if one's intention is to move up, then just move up. But I understand, they want to defend. Maybe they think they can do it one time, but if you really think you can do it, then really try. But it didn't look like he really wanted it, and his intention was to go up to 140. So it just seems like clownish behavior. He's coming at Abdullah Mason like we could get it on next, but knowing damn well you ain't gonna make weight, and your intention is to move it to 140. Talking about your body outgrew the weight. Well, if you knew your body outgrew the weight, then why you even messing with Abdullah and trying to talk shit for? Makes no sense. It's just clownish behavior. He won the world title from was really no match. Um, yeah, no match, and I think, Keyshawn was definitely gonna get tested with De Los Santos, uh, and, yeah, so we'll see, but if he's coming up to the 140, it ain't like the 135s, the only threat down there was what? Tank and Shakur, and he wasn't gonna mess with neither of them 2, so to get any belts at 140, he's gotta come. He's gotta come, and it ain't gonna be easy up here, baby. It ain't gonna be easy up here.
Treble to Teofimo Lopez and him specifically always calling out Tio that people do want to see you and Keyshawn if he does move up.
It'll be one that probably after this fight, who knows if we get to fight for an eliminator or a title if they make it, because when one's a world champion in a division and they move up, they kind of give them that quick and easy access. But uh, I'm a guard the door to get to the belts. Punches affect you different when you dehydrate yourself. It's not about how hard somebody hits a lot of times. It's a lot of times how bad that other person have to cut weight. Yeah, and I think that has a big effect. So obviously, for De Los Santos's camp, they did a smart thing of like, you know what, we're not gonna let this guy just not rehydrate, come in 10, 15 pounds over. And we had to work to really make weight. And you could have seen it in De Los Santos that he had to really work and had to struggle a little bit to make weight, and it wasn't easy. And to rehydrate, even though you rehydrate and to let the other one just not have to deal with that struggle, the punches affect you differently. So it's definitely a mismatch and unfair advantage.
Other fighter that is putting himself in that advantage, do you feel like they need it? They need to do that to get that edge to get the win.
People who use PEDs, they're looking for an advantage. And not to say obviously Keyshawn, he not on PEDs, not that I know of or anything like that, but you want to find an advantage in making sure that somebody else is weight drained, right? That they can't regain a certain amount of weight, and you're perfect in weight, or you didn't have to struggle. That's an advantage that gives you that knockout power, enhances the knockout power, you know, because one person is weak and you're strong.
Santos and his team had to encounter as far as not taking that extra money and the opportunity for the title.
On De Los Santos's team, knowing that they care more about his health than just the money. And it's good to know that he has a team behind him that's actually fighting for him, defending for him, and not just trying to throw him out there for whatever extra change people can get. So that's very important to know.
Um, do you feel like De Los Santos was a real threat? I mean, I know he's your friend. I mean, do you feel like he's a real threat for Keyshawn?
When you got skills, you got some sneaky power. Uh, you never know. He can make you look bad. You have the pressure of trying to perform, can get you out of your game. So I don't think it was gonna be a fight that Keyshawn was looking to look great. He wasn't. I don't think he thought he was gonna look too great, so he was like, I need to have something to my advantage.
That's
Again,
that's
again
the
with that comparison, you've been trying to compare him and Shakur. You guys gonna fight? We know you're friends, this and that. That was a common opponent. That was a common opponent. He wanted to separate himself from it and be like, I'm the big dog. Look at what I did to Keyshawn, but look what Shakur couldn't do to Keyshawn, De Los Santos. So all that I think plays a role into thinking how you want to handle your opponent as well. So
one of your Twitter posts. You got the short end of the stick with Lomachenko, and you go out your way and say, I'm happy to be able to share the ring with you while you was in your career. I mean, that's big. What's your thoughts on him? Retiring.
it's time if he doesn't feel like his body's there or if his mind's not there to continue to train as hard and to give it his all, then you know, give it up because the last thing you want to do is get into the ring at an older age against a young buck who's hungry and you've been past that stage and you get hurt in the ring for some change.